my cello. Do you guys mind if I do that?
Yeah.
Practice your cello?
Yeah. Do you mind if I do that right now?
Catch it.
Ooh.
Oh, reflex is like a
Like a sloth. That thing was going down, brother.
Thankfully, it was a slow fall because I was like,
No.
oh no.
What's up, brewskis? My name is Marco Dupa. With me, as always, the great and powerful, it's Adam Obeses Rodriguez.
Yeah, buddy.
Tonight's brew is, I don't know what this is.
Another fat orange cat.
Yeah,
for
there
ya.
you go. It's the Cattle Lantern, an Imperial Brown Ale. And Obi's going to have a little bit more about that after the break. What's on tap for tonight? Well, oh, well. Seems the people come crawling back to Mr. Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh, Jimmy Kimmel.
No, I mean, I don't know if they really came crawling back. It was a fight.
It's a rush.
Disney felt the ripple effect of making such a brash decision.
Yeah.
So we're gonna just talk about all of the, as of this recording anyway,
Sure.
everything that's happened in the aftermath of Jimmy Kimmel being taken away from TV and put right back on within 48 hours?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
We also have other TV news with the recent Wrestlepalooza.
It doesn't even sound real. It sounds like a joke.
Fake. It sounds like a fake show.
All of the pay-per-view names that they have just on stash.
Yeah. Wrestlepalooza. It sounds like a fan event, doesn't it?
Well, it definitely sounds like a fan
Yeah.
event, like a fan expo kind of thing.
Yeah.
They were definitely trying to match WrestleMania.
Sure. Yeah, that much is obvious.
And then they just were like, WrestleMania, Wrestlepalooza.
Yeah. Yeah. But it did happen.
Mm-hmm.
And it happened on ESPN. Mm-hmm. And ESPN wrote about it. Mm-hmm. So we're going to talk about that.
Mm-hmm. And then, have you found yourself listening to some kind of music and thought, this is good. I want to show my coworkers this. And then found yourself on the receiving end of mild. I don't even. How would you even describe the kind of reaction?
Okay, yeah, I'll check more of that out sometime.
Well, you, my friend, may be the coworker who listens to coworker music, and since it's having sort of a not resurgence, but people are kind of talking about it.
It's gone viral, yeah.
We're going to talk about that.
Yes.
And then last but not least,
we have some new video game news and trailers to review, including a bit of a Wrestlepalooza in its own of Hideo Kojima coming out with a bunch of news about his latest projects. They're coming out sooner than you think. And also, we are smack dab in the middle of a 2-day event of PlayStation State of Play. So we have a couple of little previews from that event, the first day of that event.
Mm-hmm. But we can't talk about any of that until we crack open these brewskis. So without further ado, this is episode 476, right? Of the One Beer Podcast.
Something like that.
Yeah, there somewhere.
Lost to be found by someone to save you when you're down. Yes, I'm bored when it's bright out. So bored when it's bright out. 4 to 5 a.m. takes me to a place where I fit in.
Okay. It smells good. Oh, yeah.
All right.
It tastes like fall.
All right. This is the One Beer Podcast, the podcast where two brews crack open a brew and we see where that one brew takes us. I'm Marco. That's Adam. You want to tell the people what we're drinking tonight?
I would love to. Unfortunately, since the last time we talked about Fat Orange Cat Brewing Co., they have not updated their website, and it still comes up as suspicious. So I'm not going to, in fact, go on their website to read what they have going on there, but I do have a very quick, brief reading from Untappd.com. This is the Cat O'Lantern, which is an Imperial Brown Ale. Comes at 8% ABV. The read is super smooth and silky Imperial Brown Ale with a kick of 8% alcohol. That's all I got.
Okay. Cool. You know, these breweries, they're... I don't know why I was taking such long, pregnant pauses trying to get through that sentence. You know, these breweries, they're dispensing with the cold read a lot. The read on the label.
Yeah.
I guess they wouldn't call it a cold read. We call it a cold read.
Yeah.
But the description on the label, I don't know. It feels like every other beer now at this point is spending more of their time working on the label than actually putting something fun and cute to read on.
Yeah. Especially with such cool art. I've enjoyed all of the Fat Orange Cat Brewing can art that we've seen so far. Mm-hmm. But the cold read is just... The lack of cold read kills me every time.
Cold read,
You know, and I don't even really want to say this, but I will.
Uh-oh.
You would think that with how widespread ChatGPT is, they would just, throw it in the old machine and have it something spit out at least.
Unfortunately, it would be pretty easy right now at this point.
Because I would think, it's like, a smaller brewery doesn't even want to spend the half an hour it would take to come up with a quick description of their beer.
Right, and it always has to be something kind of, if it's not just the description of the beer, it has to be kind of funny, quirky, and clever and whatnot. So yeah, I'm sure that they don't have somebody sitting around thinking like, what's the cute little passage we can put on the label for this?
I can't think of any puns.
Have you, that now makes me think of, I posted on Instagram the other day about the this array of all these Instagram pages that are popping up. They're just random pages, and they're where's my phone? I bet you I can find one within like 2 seconds. They're just random pages.
Okay.
And they seem to have thousands of followers.
Huh.
And they're just, I mean, you don't even have to like, they come up as like suggested pages.
Yeah.
I'll bet you I'll find one before I'm even... Yeah, found one right here. This page is called BeyondStartup.s. It already has 336,000 followers.
I'm sure that's legit.
Mm-hmm. And then it's a video of the moment Apple ended BlackBerry's reign. And then it's, it's Steve Jobs talking about the BlackBerry.
I'm sure a clip they made themselves.
Sure.
Definitely.
For sure.
Yeah.
But it's the captions. This is the full caption, and these pages are everywhere.
Yeah.
It's 3 paragraphs. Apple effectively ended the era of keypad phones with the introduction of the first iPhone in 2007, which featured a revolutionary multi-touch touchscreen interface and eliminated the physical keyboard and most hardware buttons. This device replaced the traditional keypad with a virtual keyboard on a touchscreen, fundamentally changing how users interact with phones. Steve Jobs unveiled the iPhone on January 9, 2007, highlighting its touchscreen as a major innovation that combined a phone, iPod, and internet communicator into one device. The innovation set a new standard, making physical keypads obsolete for... Exactly! And it's dude, and it's.
I love reading facts.
This was back to back. Viral _classics, and it's this video where Jim Carrey meets Jerry Lewis.
Yeah.
And then it's another one. It's a full thing of fun facts and a paragraph about.
Yeah.
Dead internet theory.
Yeah.
Dead internet.
Oh, it's real. It's real.
It's straight up people just finding clips, things that have gone viral already, feeding it into ChatGPT. Yeah. Because I posted about it on Instagram, and somebody messaged me, and they were like, "Oh, it's for sure that," because I stumbled on one where the prompt was still in the caption. They had forgot to delete the prompt.
Yeah.
I mean?
Well, it's like those. I think we talked about it a couple weeks ago, but they have entire classes that you can take online of like how to make viral videos with ChatGPT.
Yeah, and that's exactly
That's
what
what
this
it
stuff
does.
is.
Yeah.
They've
gross.
evolved from the Subway Racer stuff because
Yeah.
everybody picked up on that. Now you see a Subway Racer thing and you probably swipe immediately. And now they do this. And at first I was kind of like, this is really informative for Instagram. Why would somebody take the time to type all this stuff out? And then very quickly I was like,
but they didn't.
but they didn't.
Yeah.
And that's just what we have to deal with now. Instagram is just filled with thousands and thousands of profiles run by probably one or two guys.
Yeah.
Just feeding prompts into ChatGPT.
Just in a farm.
Yeah.
A data farm.
And we see them a bunch because they probably pay for ad space.
Absolutely.
So, that's...
And pay for followers and likes. And, and that gets you bumped up on the algorithm.
336,000 followers on some random startup.s.
There's just that
How
many...
would you even find that page?
There's that many entrepreneurs that are out there.
Yeah.
Seeking information and inspiration.
From that page specifically.
From that page, yeah.
So anyway, that's what you're looking at when you're on Instagram now. Just think about that. If you don't see your friend or a celebrity that is known for posting,
it's that.
You are looking at a robot.
Yeah. Or an advertisement.
Or an advertisement.
Yeah.
So anyway, Jimmy Kimmel's back on TV.
Yay!
Yay for Jimmy Kimmel. That's so awesome.
Yeah.
I can't believe that that MAGA has put us in a place where we're cheering for Jimmy Kimmel. I just want to say for the record, Jimmy Kimmel sucks too. I'm not like a huge fan of Jimmy Kimmel. No. I think he's pretty disingenuous most of the time. I don't think he's very funny. I think he's a bad host.
He's very...
I think he has a really problematic past that we've just kind of...
an image has flashed in my head about what you're talking about.
So I'm not sitting here, I'm not like, hell yeah, Jimmy's fucking Kimmel's back, man.
Yeah.
I missed him on TV when I go through my late night hosts.
It's not about the man.
No, it's not.
It's about what it stands for.
I find it funny that this situation has got us here.
Right. We have to pretend that we like Jimmy Kimmel. At least it wasn't Fallon.
Dude, if it was Fallon, I probably would have just been
what? Trump's right. He's no talent.
Leave him off TV.
The
low ratings,
no
talent.
No ratings.
Low talent, no talent.
Yeah.
I think we're going to sue them again. They gave me $16 million the first time. The way he brags about winning it, that's so funny. They gave me $16 million the first time. Let's see if we can get some more out of it.
Yeah. Of course.
That's a whole other thing, which probably we should address too.
Yeah.
So it only took 48 hours for Kimmel and ABC and their parent company Disney to come back to the table and kind of figure out what was the next step for Jimmy Kimmel, the Jimmy Kimmel Live show.
Right.
And before we go through the facts, I just want to say all of this was Disney's fault or ABC's fault. They didn't have to take him off in the first place, and now they've got all of this controversy. But I will say, at least in the short term, helped him.
Oh yeah, definitely
helped him.
Yeah, that's the wild irony of this entire thing is Jimmy Kimmel.
Well, helped him and hurt him. Helped Jimmy Kimmel, hurt Disney.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think the irony of it all is obviously Trump and a lot of the sycophants on that side cheering this on. First of all, the irony of the fact that they're doing this over a free speech warrior, Yeah. But then secondly, the fact that now all of this hubbub has caused, just an incredible surge of people, first of all, interested in watching a show again, but clamoring for his return, and cheering him on along the way, because again it became bigger than him. It became, because we saw Colbert get canceled too, and a lot of people pointing to the FCC and the Trump administration not forcing the hand, but definitely being a bully in that situation.
Essentially forcing the hand of ABC. If you got to watch John Oliver's take on this.
Yeah.
Because he kind of goes through the facts of like how the FCC chairman was like, hey, I'm not telling them what to do. I'm just saying
If
that
you
a
don't-
lot of people would like to see them do this.
Yeah.
And also, if you want that merger to go through,
Right.
you should probably do this.
Sure.
And for the record, Nexstar and the other
The
one,
other one, Opta, whatever.
they didn't put him back on.
No, they continue to not show him. I think in DC and a few other, I think maybe Nashville or something.
Yeah.
Some other major markets are still not showing his show.
Yeah.
So
So I just saw this. He averaged 1.4 million viewers when he was just Jimmy Kimmel.
yeah,
This return episode, he got like 6.5 million. He shattered all of his records.
on YouTube alone, I saw in about 10 hours of that monologue, the opening monologue being out on YouTube, he had about 10 million views, which is
So,
insane.
If that's what MAGA Republicans wanted, you got it. You want to fight this kind of fight this way. This is the kind of stuff that's going to happen.
Yeah.
The pendulum is going to swing back so hard. They're just not. If we still have a country,
Sure,
anyway,
sure.
that this kind of stuff,
Making a lot of assumptions here.
right? They just don't really seem to understand. And to the smallest amount of credit that I can give a human being, without just calling them evil to their face, the smallest amount of credit that I can give to Ted Cruz,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
who was like,
I saw that.
this is not good for Republicans. Like, you should not be cheering this kind of stuff
Yeah.
on, because what do you think is going to happen down the road?
Yeah, sure.
Like, this is not going to stop with someone like Jimmy Kimmel. And once, the Carr is not going to be the chairman forever. And at some point, when it's a liberal or a Democrat who's running that, you better pray and hope that there's no kind of retribution, which there
Right.
shouldn't. I mean, if you want to be professional, there shouldn't be that kind of stuff. But this is fucking politics,
And
that's the way the shit goes.
That's the current game being played by the current administration too. It's a game of retribution.
Yeah.
And personal scare tactics and coercion and a lot of things that may or may not have been happening behind the scenes this entire time, but are now so out in the open that it's kind of, I mean, it's as a bystander, you're kind of left scratching your head going, can they do that? Like, is that okay? Like,
dude, every single
aren't
day I
there-
wake up, I ask, I turn on the TV or I look on my phone and I go, can they do that?
is this against a law? I thought it was.
Apparently,
but
it is until they change the law.
until they go,
They shrug, and then they go to the Supreme Court, which bows down to this administration and does whatever they want them to do.
yeah.
And then they just go change it, and they go, yes, sir, right away, sir.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the more extreme things get, the more the base, the base on the right, I'm saying specifically, is fractured because you start weeding people out.
Yeah.
Because I mean, to a lot of conservatives' credit, one of their main, points of contention with the left is I should be able to say whatever I want.
Sure.
And
unless you want to full on admit that you are just a hypocrite,
right.
This is the kind of fight where you can objectively say this isn't right.
Yeah.
Across the board, this is not okay. And a lot of conservatives did.
A lot of them did, and I think that's what caused one of the reasons, I should say, because we can talk about the other one.
Yeah.
One of the main reasons why this was such a swift reversal, and why even with Trump still pounding his fists in the sand right now, people are kind of going, whatever, it's fine, get over it.
It's definitely one of those things where the base is not seeing eye to eye with the kind of upper echelon MAGA group, where they're up here.
Yeah.
People like Laura Loomer are all over the internet being like insanely racist,
Sure.
which I don't even want to get into that. And they're like the crazy ones,
Yeah.
and they're going, finally, this is why I saw somebody saying like this isn't even enough. I think it was that other company, not Nexstar, but the other one, Sinclair,
that's it.
and they
yeah.
were like, this isn't even enough. They got to go further. And it's like, do you want them to kill him? Like, what do you want to happen to Jimmy Kimmel?
ICE detention.
But yeah, like you were saying, there is that more moderate, more normal, if that's even a word you can use in politics anymore, base that's going, no, this isn't good.
It stinks a little bit.
You shouldn't do this because, and I mean, I hate to keep using this guy as an example, but he's like the best example to use. If this happened in Gutfeld, do you think that the reaction would be the same? Of course not.
No.
They would be losing their fucking minds over this. So it is good to see how most normal people reacted to this.
Yeah.
And like you said, that is part of why he's already back on TV. There was a much larger reason. And let's we can get into the actual reason he's back on TV.
Yes, this was according to the Economic Times. Disney faces business fallout. Beyond the political arguments, Disney confronted immediate financial and consumer fallout. Between September 17th and 23, Disney's stock fell by 2.39%, equivalent to nearly $4.99 billion.
They lost $5 billion in
market
6
value.
days.
Yeah. Analysts attributed much of the decline to consumer cancellations of Disney Plus and Hulu subscriptions, as viewers associated the suspension with censorship.
Honestly, man, this is one of the best and brightest examples of what we've been talking about for years, what other people have been talking about for years. It's like, you can vote with your wallet. We are, as an American society, we are just numbers to these companies. That's all we are. We're not human beings. They could give a fuck if we live or die.
We are our wallet.
That's all we are.
Yeah. It's like in the Matrix that human beings are being used as batteries.
Yeah. We're just pods.
Yeah.
And
we provide economic value.
Yeah, and what like that big machine comes by, and instead of taking energy from us, it just like pulls money out of our wallets. That's all we are to them.
Yeah.
And so the only way to fight back with stuff like this is to do exactly what a lot of people did, which was cancel their subscriptions.
Yeah.
You know, that's the only way to fight back. And you see, this was my big beef with the Netflix thing that happened with the password sharing and stuff, and now we're seeing what's happened with that, and like, we lost that war.
Oh, it's gone. It's
but
over.
I was fucking waxing fucking angrily on this podcast talking
Cancel your
about,
subscription.
please just don't give them this one.
Yeah.
Cancel your subscriptions. Fight back. Don't
Yeah.
give them this one. And everyone was like,
but
it's not a
Stranger
big deal.
Things.
And look what that got you. You know what? That is what a lot of people said. But how am I going to watch Stranger Things? You still can't watch it yet. It's still not out.
Yeah. Yeah.
They did the password sharing thing like what? A year ago? 2 years ago? That show's still not out.
Yeah.
So.
And even when it starts coming out, it still won't be out. Somehow.
Exactly. But, you know, hey, a lot of good that fight did you, huh?
Yeah. Well, you know, it's good to see, I will say on the optimistic side of things, for a change, it is good to see that people can be motivated to go without something for a bit in order to prove a point.
Yeah.
You know, it's nice. I that is something that has, honestly, for the first time in a long time, made me feel even a modicum of optimism about this country.
For sure.
So, yeah, I mean, I've been watching more of Alien Earth, and you wouldn't like it.
You're not going to like it.
You wouldn't like it. It's lots of goo.
A lot of goo.
Yeah.
It's a gooey show.
It's a very gooey show. But, you know, they talk a little bit about the corporations, the five corpos that control the world, essentially.
Yeah.
And obviously that's a play off of real life.
Yeah.
And you see that more and more every day, that politicians, sure, they sign off on the bills, and they can change laws and really change how a country feels. But as long as we're living in this society where money is king, we do have some power. Mm-hmm. Collectively, at least.
Yeah.
One person canceling their Hulu or Disney Plus which is ironic enough that I'm watching Alien Earth.
I was going to say, I hope the irony is not lost on you
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you were watching a show on Hulu.
I put it together. But, you know, like, one person doing that isn't enough to tick the needle any which way, but a movement of people doing something can make a difference, because at the end of the day, money is what matters, and their allegiances fall away from any person that sits in the White House if they're losing money.
Yeah. I think most people in politics, their allegiances fall away when it just depends on who's got the most green.
Now, I will say, not to say that there's no power in the government. Obviously, we're seeing that with the FCC, that is majority run by MAGA.
Right. Well, I mean, the only reason we're here is because of that.
Exactly. So, you know, they can, you know, put their finger on the scales,
but they can only do so much.
Correct.
This is the war. This is the fight.
Yeah.
They can do what they can do, and we can do what we can do.
Right.
I watched the monologue, and
the Kimmel monologue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, I don't know. Parts of it were good.
Yeah.
Parts of it, I was just like, I think I sound insensitive. I just don't know why he started crying. I just don't. I don't get it. I get he's a father.
Yeah, sure.
And he was thinking about Charlie Kirk's family.
He's
and
a father.
everything.
He's a Christian. You know.
That's a big thing.
I'm sure a lot
the
of
Christian
it.
thing is just like doing so much heavy lifting. And all of
for
this,
sure.
man.
For sure.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I don't even,
Yeah.
I don't want to do it. I'm not gonna do it.
Let's not do that. But I think I see it as more of it has probably been such a tumultuous couple of days for him.
Yeah.
That
It's probably taking a toll. The idea that people were saying the things that they were saying about him, and he was going, I didn't even say anything.
Right, exactly. And not being able to really respond, because I'm sure he was essentially handcuffed by ABC saying, don't open your mouth until this all blows over.
Yeah.
And so I'm sure he wanted to scream from the rooftops, I didn't even say anything.
Yeah. Well, I think the more frustrating part about it is, like, it's not as if this was some kind of closed door conversation that got recorded or something.
Yeah.
This was the monologue on a show that at least 1.5 million people watched.
1.5 people, yes.
1.5 million people watched this monologue.
Yeah.
And the fact that he had to sit there going, what did I say?
Right.
I don't get it. And everybody else who watched it was like, wait, well, what did he say?
Well, and then the entire like easily observable fraud that was put upon him, saying that, it was this mass movement of people calling into their network saying, we don't want Jimmy Kimmel anymore.
Yeah.
Bullshit. Like, it's so obvious. It happened right after Carr went on a podcast, one of these things, and said specifically what his intentions were and what he did.
Right. And then the MAGA side fell in line without even doing a modicum of investigating of like what actually was said. Because if you again look at what he actually said, he didn't say anything.
No.
It was not disrespectful in the slightest
Not
to Charlie Kirk.
Not to Charlie Kirk.
It was a dig at Trump, which is obviously what's really going on here.
But they don't say that. They never said that. They never said, it was because he was disrespecting our leader, because that would sound insane, right? That would sound insane.
Exactly. So
But
you have to put it on this thing where it's like, how could he say something so heinous about a man who was assassinated?
And they hope that people don't do their research and just go, oh, yeah, I guess, he has been kind of insensitive before, so I just guess he said something horrible.
And they were right, because a lot of people didn't do their research. Yeah. So,
well, and that's the other sad part of this whole thing, too, is like, it's so crystal clear yet again that they're using Charlie Kirk's body that is barely cold to body surf all the way to whatever their goals are.
Dude, I think it's pretty clear how we feel about Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
But I honestly think that it is so fucked up.
It's really sad.
The way that they are using his death to propel their own
Agenda.
interests and agenda and careers. Honestly,
absolutely.
They're using his body as a launching pad.
Yeah.
For the stuff that they have finally found the martyr for their movement.
Yep.
They couldn't just kill one of their own, So he gets murdered, and now they're like, you could just see them just going like, yes. Now it's time.
It's on.
We can use. I mean, just look at his fucking funeral. I say that in like massive quotation marks.
Sure.
Because it was a MAGA rally.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. How much did Trump talk about Charlie Kirk in his speech?
Dude, he's the classic. Charlie, he what did he say? He loved his enemies. He
Yeah.
he wanted to like break bread with his enemies and stuff.
He wanted the best for them.
Yeah.
He wanted the best for his enemies.
I don't want the best for my enemies. I hate my enemies. I hate them.
I hate 'em.
I hate my enemies.
I don't want the best for them.
Just
Okay.
turned it into a thing.
All right, man.
It's
Cool.
man. It just anyway.
Yeah. That's its own other topic.
So this I mean, but the thing is, it's all intertwined. All
Yeah.
of this
Oh,
is,
yeah, for sure.
is connected, and it is going to be interesting to see, like, does Jimmy Kimmel just go back to business as usual? Does he take a more left-leaning turn? Does he take a more moderate spin on things? Because now he's kind of gun-shy about saying the kind of stuff that he wants to say. I mean, I will say that he really, really went after Trump in the monologue.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
there is that. And I think, to your point about the fact that, like, if they take him off the air again, it's like, well, now this is some like North Korea shit. Like you definitely took him off the air because of his criticisms of the president. But more to the point, like he has always been critical of the president, and it's going to be interesting to see how far he pushes it or doesn't push it going forward.
Well, I think that has been exactly what Trump has done this entire, especially second run as president, is just pushing things as far as he possibly can until somebody slaps his hand.
Right.
And I believe he will continue doing that for the next 3 years. And it's up to us to push back whenever we see him stepping over a line, wherever we can, because there's
cancel our Disney Plus subscriptions.
Yeah, right. But I mean, it sounds like a small act, but it does matter in the long run, because if you succumb to something that is un-American, that is against our Constitution, then it is your responsibility to step up and go, that's not right, or and do something about it. Not violently, mind you. Don't want to get blamed for anything. But, like we said, the most powerful thing you can do is vote with your wallet.
Yeah, we said cancel subscriptions. That's all we're saying.
That's all we're saying. Not people. Don't cancel people.
Don't come after us.
Cancel subscriptions. Stop buying stuff.
Yeah, just stop buying stuff.
Stop buying stuff that doesn't align with your views.
Yes.
And, there's always the other option of, if you don't like what someone's saying, you can change the channel. That's what we often do with Gutfeld.
Gutfeld. Okay. I don't remember what we said was next.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Well, let's talk about Wrestlepalooza.
That actually was what we were talking about doing next.
All right.
Wrestlepalooza. The old Wrestlepalooza.
Ye old Wrestlepalooza.
Well, I guess ye knew.
I guess, yeah.
Ye
knew Wrestlepalooza. This is I'd say this is for like the wrestling nerds, but it's really not. This is more of like an overarching kind of thing about what we were just talking about, more so like capitalism and voting with your wallet and things like that. This is right in line with all of that, okay?
Yeah.
Wrestlepalooza is the flagship show for ESPN's new deal with WWE. It's the first PLE.
Yep.
Paid live event.
Premium live
event, sorry.
Yep.
Let me get the pay-per-view model still in my head.
Yeah.
Premium live event. And
on ESPN Unlimited.
And ESPN Unlimited is like the new standalone, what we talked about a couple episodes back. This is the app. Yeah.
The app.
So if you want to, if you didn't cancel your Disney Plus subscription, you can upgrade if you have the bundle to ESPN Unlimited. So this was a big deal, and there was a lot of fanfare, And Triple H comes out and he's like, "This is gonna be a big fucking thing, man. You guys are not gonna be able. We're gonna knock your socks off with what's about to happen with this event, right?" Now, Brock Lesnar had come back a couple months ago
From the allegations.
Yeah, and that was a whole thing.
Yeah.
And so I think that WWE and the UFC and anybody who is Republican or right leaning, the mask is kind of off a little bit, so they can kind of do things that they probably. If this was maybe 5 years ago, I don't think Brock Lesnar would have. I don't think they would have brought Lesnar back. I think the reason that it took them so long to bring him back was partly because Lesnar just doesn't like coming back that much, but more so because they were like, it's not the right climate to bring you back.
No.
You're still like embroiled in all of this Vince McMahon stuff, and we just do not have the time to go through all of that.
Yeah.
Suffice to say, he was one of the boys with Vince McMahon. That should be enough for you.
Yeah.
But they brought him back because he's had a long-standing feud with John Cena, and this is like Cena's retirement tour.
Yep.
So they decided that they were going to have this big blockbuster match, John Cena, Brock Lesnar.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't advertised as the last time, though. It was
Right.
just advertised as a match. Now, that's important.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, and AJ versus Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins.
Seth freaking Rollins.
And then the smattering of other bullshit.
Yeah.
And I think Stephanie Vacar won the women's championship. So that was cool. She's a great wrestler.
Yeah.
What's interesting about this for non-wrestling fans, to me, is that it was ESPN's flagship show. And ESPN has been getting into MMA and wrestling a lot more. They've been, now they have ESPN MMA, obviously the WWE deal.
Yep.
So they've been talking about the shows for a long time now. They kind of shitted on Wrestlepalooza.
Yeah. The writer for this article here,
Yeah.
Andreas Hale, he did not give it rave reviews.
No.
Which is, I mean, on first blush, brave. Refreshing.
Honestly, yes.
Refreshing.
It was surprising, but yes, refreshing to see someone that's part of the company just go, I have to be honest, the show kind of sucked.
And I hope it stays that way. I doubt it will. But it would be so refreshing to have, like, okay, ESPN, as far as, like, an online resource that pumps out news and reviews of things, of events. That is its own thing. Silo that off. Protect it from influence.
Yeah.
And then, the individual brands of WWE, NCAA football, NBA, NFL, like, those are their own things that can exist on their own without influence. Because, Andreas Hale, the highest score he gave any of the matches is a B+.
Yeah.
And that was for the Io Sky Vaquer match. And the rest of them are C's and C-
and
for the Lesnar one.
That's the thing, man. More and more so, the fact that pretty much everything is run by like 6 corpos.
Yeah.
We are getting to a point where it's like, who is going to be objective about this kind of stuff? And if you get to a point where Disney is so successful that it doesn't even matter if there's like a writer within the company, within a company who's like, that thing kind of sucked. They're like, who cares? It's not going to affect us any which way. But the thing is, it is effective in that even ESPN couldn't be they had to be subjective about it because the show was so mediocre. that it would be clear that they were shilling for their own company if they gave it a glowing review.
A+.
So it's either you don't review the show at all, which
can be objective. Right?
Objective.
Yeah.
Either you don't review the show at all, so that you can kind of, no conflict of interest there. You can just
or
go
you
listen.
can do a puff piece of like just review what happened.
Yeah,
Like,
you just talk about it like
last time
factually.
on Wrestlepalooza.
Yeah. Or you go in and you do a review,
Yeah.
but then you have to be objective about the fact that, like, according to everyone, because I didn't watch the show, because I didn't upgrade. I didn't do that.
Yeah.
Everyone pretty much said that it was a mediocre to bad PLE.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's I mean, the more that ESPN, the more that these giant companies get their claws into stuff like this, the more that you just have to be weary of this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it is refreshing to see them just go, listen, man, I don't know what you want me to tell you. It wasn't a good show. It
Yeah.
wasn't a good match. Everyone hated the Cena-Lesnar match.
Well, and I hope that what they do is, first of all, like I said, continue to silo off their editorial versus the entertainment itself. But I hope they're able to use this at least as an opinion about, how people are viewing the product.
Yeah.
It's just like another tool.
I guess the difference between the WWE and just like actual sports is those things are obviously not predetermined unless it's boxing.
Sure.
And so
It's entertainment.
right.
like
And
a
so since it's something that is predetermined, criticism can be levied when you criticize, say, a sporting event, you are criticizing the live things that have happened, right? You can criticize the coach's decision, or
You can criticize like a card, like a fight card. and
you
be
can
like, "This is a
criticize the
bad
makeup
matchup."
of the card, sure.
Yeah, yeah.
But the criticism of the event itself, that's different. So
Yeah.
imagine a UFC writer saying that not only was this card put together poorly, but the production was bad, and the decisions that were made
Bad
were
singer
poor
for the national
decisions.
anthem.
Yeah, that's them coming after the show itself.
Sure.
And the thing with WWE is the
It
show
is- it is
itself
the show.
is the show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So you are criticizing the decisions that are made by the upper echelon of the company,
The
right?
creative staff.
Yeah. So it's a little different when you say it wasn't the match quality. It was the match quality, but it's like it's also the decision making.
Yeah.
Having Lesnar beat Cena was a weird decision. And having the match go the way that it did, which was a squash, which, to non-wrestlers basically means Lesnar beat the shit out of John Cena.
Yeah.
In his retirement tour, it's like, what are the decision? What is the end
Why
goal
you
here?
do this?
Because Cena has, I believe, 2 matches left in his retirement tour.
Yeah.
This being the third to last match that he's ever going to wrestle. And then they confirmed that they're not going to have a rematch. So that's it. This was the last. And that's what I was saying earlier. That's why that's important.
Do you trust that?
I do, because
Okay.
if they're going to announce it that way, because the way that they've been handling his tour, after he switched back, after he did the face turn,
Yeah.
they've kind of just been like pretty clear about, we all know he only has a handful of dates left.
Yeah.
The schedule is out. Who's he going to face? Okay, Lesnar. He did the thing with Lesnar, and you're like, okay, cool. They're going to have their last match.
Yeah.
Cena's definitely going to go over because he kind
Yeah.
of has to. And then apparently this was the rumor. He was going to go over. And then Saturday morning, while they were like putting the final touches on the match, everyone changed their minds, and Cena was like, this was Cena's decision, apparently.
Okay.
And he said to have Lesnar go over because I guess they have bigger plans for Lesnar. I guess Lesnar's going to be around for a little while longer. And Cena was like, since I'm on my way out,
Yeah.
I'll put him over.
You don't gotta be that selfless though.
Because I don't think it hurts Brock Lesnar to lose this match in particular.
No.
They're both Hall of Famers. They're both legends. No one's going to be like, Lesnar's lost a step if Cena goes over. Cena has to. This is his retirement tour.
Yeah.
Cena's already dropped the belt. Then he's going to lose again. Then he's gonna now. So now they're prepping him versus AJ Styles, which is gonna be a good match. Cena
Okay.
and AJ Styles. That's gonna be a good match. But like, if Cena loses
Two
this,
old men.
right? Then who's his last match? The speculation is still on who's his last match gonna be. So is he just gonna drop 3 matches in a row? People always say that when a wrestler retires, you gotta put the guy over when you retire.
Yeah.
You gotta lose, right? That's the whole thing. You lose, you retire on your back is basically like you're the guy who gets pinned.
You do.
I was like,
Watch out now.
watch out now, coming on around now, man. And I get that. And that
Lost in
makes
the sauce.
that makes a lot of sense. I agree with the idea that, especially if you're a legend and you're going out on your own terms.
Yeah, it's a little tip of the hat, like it goes on
Right.
beyond me.
The thing is always bigger than me. So
Exactly.
I'm gonna put the guy over. I get that.
Yeah.
That's your last match. That's not the last 4 matches.
Yeah, no.
So he has to beat AJ Styles, but then it's like, why beat Styles? Why not beat Lesnar, Styles, and then whoever's next, and then you put over the last guy?
Bad decision making
it's
unless
just
they're
been so weird. So that's a little
yeah.
like inside baseball kind of stuff. But
Sure.
the overall point of this is just that it's going to be interesting to see how ESPN handles their show going forward.
Yeah.
Because they, it's not going to end with Wrestlepalooza. They're not just going to have one every year.
No.
So I don't know. The weird mixing of things and having to kind of just ignore the fact that 6 companies own pretty much everything.
Yeah, kind of sucks, doesn't it?
It does. It really does. It really, really does.
Yikes.
And it's in every industry. Music, movies.
We love a good titan of industry in America, don't we?
Yeah. Well,
Don't we, folks?
There's going to be 3. There's going to be 3 Titans.
Yeah.
And they're going to own pretty much everything. I mean, that's the whole thing with the Nexstar and Sinclair thing.
Yeah.
Is that they're both working on mergers to essentially own every TV in America.
Right. Then they get to decide, what's fit for you to watch.
So when that happens, if you guys think it's over just because Kimmel is back on TV, it's not even close.
No. This is a minor battle that has been won.
Yeah. Barely.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Because we got Coworker music to listen to.
Oh, we do. That'll keep us going.
Oh, yeah, buddy. I'll be honest with you, man. It does keep me going. I have the sick kind of hate listen thing when it comes to stuff that is considered Coworker music.
Yeah.
And it's been going on for a long time. There's a couple of people that I can't sit down and listen to. But there's a couple of people that I'm like, this is so bad that it's good kind of stuff.
The I think we should say why we're talking about this right now in the first place, which is it has gone viral. The concept of coworker music. It's been a thing forever. The idea of coworker music, but there's been a recent resurgence of people posting coworker music. I've seen plenty of top 10, top 5 lists of coworker music.
Yeah.
And the guy that I sent you, that he says I'm gonna try to get
day 5 of trying to listen to
day 5 of trying to listen to coworker music, and he's been continuing on that. And I just think it's such a funny concept because it is so true.
Yeah.
And I don't know how it's so universal because there has to be the coworker in this situation, right?
Yeah.
Yet we all feel like we're not the coworker. So either
you're not the coworker until you are the coworker.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I genuinely, when this started going viral, I was like, was there a time that I recommended bad music to somebody?
Nah.
I don't think I did.
Nah,
I think I'm too tapped in.
Nah.
I feel like I'm better than that.
Yeah, you are.
I hope so.
You are.
But we should explain coworker music as a concept.
Yeah.
I think it kind of has 2 different varieties. One of which is the least offensive, radio friendly, basic as hell music.
Train, Imagine Dragons.
Yes.
Stuff like that.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift is. I'm sorry, but Taylor Swift is Coworker music.
Yeah.
The most successful Coworker music of all time, but 1,000,000% Coworker music.
Yes. And then there's the other flavor, which is like, I think a little bit harder to describe, but
Yes, this is when it gets a little weirder.
It is usually very try hard, corny,
Yeah. Very earnest.
extremely
There is
earnest.
an earnestness to Coworker music that is a calling card of what it means to be Coworker music.
Yes.
Because the idea is essentially like you're the guy going to your coworker, not a friend, not a close personal friend, but a coworker, and being like, you should check this out, and trying to give them a recommendation. Then you go home and you listen to that thing and you're like, this fucking sucks. Or it's just mediocre, and I think that earnestness is part of it, because as the coworker, you're like, dude, this really encapsulates how I feel right now.
Yeah.
You should check it out. Probably in the pursuit of becoming closer friends with that coworker.
Sure. Yeah.
I guess is probably the idea.
It's never done in a negative way.
No. There's nothing
intentions
negative
are
about
good.
coworker music.
Yeah,
It's very positive and loving, except for like Tom McDonald, I guess. But even that,
Sure.
even that is proposed in a point of like, you should listen to this because he's making a good point.
Which I think this may be the crux of why coworker music ends up being so offensive, even though it usually is not offensive on face value. I think it's that it implies that this person, who doesn't know you very well, knows you well enough, and is extending an olive branch to you, thinks that you would connect to this.
They're thinking about you in that way, or they might not even be thinking about you, but maybe thinking about everyone should hear this.
Sure.
And the closest person is usually your coworker. You spend 8 to 9 hours a day with this person 5 days a week.
Sure.
So you look to your left, you look to your right, and you go, I think you would dig this.
Yeah.
And that's the big part of it. Is like sometimes it's super personal, and then sometimes it's just like everyone needs to hear this.
Yeah.
Because I think this is good.
I think of like Hobo Johnson, for example.
Hey, listen. Sorry, Evan, if you're listening. He knows. I already talked to him about Hobo Johnson.
You gotta know, Evan. You gotta know.
It's coworker music.
It's fine if you like it.
It's
fine if you like
coworker. It's not with Hobo Johnson in particular, but he's one of the ones that you listen to it and you just go, who could be into this?
Yeah.
Who could be into this? And you listen to it, and it is very, very earnest music. There's no metaphors, there's no cleverness to the lyrics. It's very just, me and my friend got drunk, and then we wondered what it means to be drunk all the time. And like, I said a mean thing to my girlfriend, and now she hates me. But there's no way she can hate me more than I hate myself, kind of shit. And it's just like, okay, man. Okay. Thanks for that. This is what you sit around listening to? I don't want to hear this bullshit.
Yeah. There, I think on that second version, or second variety, I should say, of coworker music, I should point out that it tends to focus on two genres. That is hip hop and that is metal.
Yeah.
Generally.
Yeah.
That is the crux, the Venn diagram, if you will.
Yeah.
And sometimes they do blend in the middle, and you end up with a unholy matrimony of metal and hip hop.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to find a good example of.
I don't think we can play it.
Why not? What do you think they're gonna? They're gonna not coworker music.
Oh, not coworker music. Okay, we should be safe then. I just actually didn't want to hear any coworker music right now.
No, I am gonna play coworker music.
Okay.
I forgot that fucking guy's name. The one who's like, "You got fucking issues, I got fucking issues."
Yes.
The metal one.
Yes.
But I don't even know.
Not my fucking problem. It's not my fucking problem.
I don't know how to. I don't even know how to search it. What I don't even know that guy's name.
It's this guy. It's this guy. I just saw. Hold on.
Yeah, there it is. And obviously that one that went viral, the married in the year and a summer thing, and it's
the toes lifting.
when he fucking. This one I don't really think. This one's just kind of silly. The Jack the Ripper one's just kind of silly.
Yeah.
This is the one that you sent me, right?
I don't know, actually.
Send this to me so I can like overlay it.
Okay. Okay. Ugh.
That one also, even that one is like not really coworker music.
No, it's not.
Just, you know, there's a very. This is there is a box that you can be in very, very clearly when you're making coworker music and you don't think that you are. You just have to look around and go like, is this?
Does this sound like Eminem?
Right? Am I a rapper trying too hard to sound like Eminem? And because here's the thing about sounding like Eminem, for example, no one sounds like him, and anybody who tries fails miserably.
Yeah.
So don't ever. I mean, Eminem doesn't even sound like Eminem at this point.
No.
So if you are somebody who is, first of all, if you're like emulating Eminem from like post encore, you've already failed. You've already fucked up. That's the you already fucked up. And then second of all, yeah, you're never gonna be able to match like there's the super lyrical miracle guys that at this point has become coworker music.
Yeah.
I've had plenty of people come to me and be like, you should listen to this guy, and I listen to it and I'm just like, why would you think that I would enjoy this? What do I get from this?
Because he's rapping good. Don't you hear it?
I mean,
This is good rap.
That's subjective.
Yeah.
And that's another thing where you're like, is it? I mean, it may be good to you.
Again, the crux of coworker music and the idea of it in general, it's a no-win situation because you can criticize the music itself, but then you feel like an asshole because this person's clearly trying to connect to you and show you something cool, and you kind of have to go, oh, nice, cool, yeah, I'll check more of that out later.
Yeah.
And it just puts everyone in this position because that person can tell that you're not into it.
You would hope that person has some kind of awareness.
I'll tell you most of the time it is that way.
I'll tell you a story.
Okay, regale us, please.
Hopefully the subjects of this story don't listen to.
Oh, maybe leave it anonymous.
Well, it's going to be very clear to the people who were involved.
All right.
I mean, if they listen, they listen. I'll say this. I won't do any kind of like inner monologue. I'll just say exactly what I said to this person, which I was being honest in that moment. Okay. So we got off. And we were all just kind of hanging out at the bar.
Sure.
And it was a couple of us. Fuck it. This is so specific that I have to just use who it was. It's not even, no one's going to be.
Yeah.
So a couple of the chefs were out. And we were all talking about music. And I won't go into the full, because this was like a 2-hour conversation. But essentially, it was this idea.
Okay.
And one of the chefs was like trying to give me recommendations. They were asking me specific, like pointed questions about hip hop and hip hop culture and everything, and trying to connect on that level. So genuinely, I'm not trying to insult this person.
Yeah.
They were trying to make a genuine connection. Yes. But the examples that they were bringing up of the kind of stuff that they like to try to like meet us in the middle, I was just like, I don't know how else to tell you this except for that you are the coworker in this in this situation. And multiple examples, I'll tell you. Number one, early Childish Gambino is coworker music. Camp is garbage, and I've said this. I've said this to people face to face, to the chagrin of a couple of actual friends.
I'm sure.
I just think I think Camp is a terrible, terrible album. As dramatic as the Pitchfork review of it was, which they gave it like a 1.8 or something like that, just to kind of fuck with him. Yeah, I am inclined to agree. I think it's a terrible album. I think Childish Gambino has improved immensely over the course of his career, and I think that like especially his last couple of albums were good. So I'm like not trying to be a Childish Gambino hater, but Camp's terrible. When we were talking about Camp and like his early stuff, they brought up that. They brought up Guess who they brought up? A rapper. Not really, though, but a rapper.
Jelly Roll?
No. I see where your head is going. I need you to go in a different direction.
Okay.
This is a white person.
Okay. Machine Gun Kelly.
No. I'm saying the person who brought it up is white.
I see. Okay.
They're white. They don't know a lot about. They know next to nothing about hip hop.
Sure.
But they know a lot about movies.
Okay. Movies.
Will
And Smith.
No. You're gonna get it. I'm not gonna let you off the hook. I think you'll get it. Okay.
They're into movies.
Movies. Don't know anything about hip hop. They know what hip hop is. Movies, comedies, SNL. No, but you're getting close.
The Lonely Island. Okay.
She did bring up Tina Fey. Tina Fey, I guess, made a song on 30 Rock, and she was like, Tina Fey made a good song, and I was just like, what do you want me to do with this information? You think I'm gonna go home and listen to Tina Fey?
Yeah.
You think I'm gonna go home and YouTube Tina Fey on 30 Rock and be like, yo, she's spitting right now?
I'm gonna bump some Tina Fey right now. Okay. SNL. Movies. Mm-hmm. Is this you said it's a rapper, but not a rapper.
Right.
I'm not a rapper.
Theater.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Wow.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
One of my own.
And I was just like, again, do you think I'm going to go home and listen to fucking Lin-Manuel Miranda?
You'd be surprised.
Ugh. And so it was a big conversation of me having to kind of just, like you were saying before, about you kind of start to feel like the asshole in the conversation.
Yeah.
You don't want to be the guy who's shitting on people's opinions. So you have to you do feel bad a little bit, because I was like, I'm not trying to make you feel bad, but this is not the kind of music that I listen to. And also it's not the kind of stuff that I would consider good music.
And that's fine. I think that's the correct way and the polite way to handle that conversation without being disingenuous.
Right.
Because a lot of people, especially if it's a coworker you're not really cool with, you just kind of, yeah, man, thanks. I'll check it out. But, if you actually care, as you probably should, I think it's good to be able to be like, I'm not really into that, but that's cool. I can see why you like that.
I have a rule when it comes to stuff like this. I ask the person, I'm like, all right, you want me to check this out? Do you want my honest opinion?
Yeah.
I asked them straight up, because I'm like, we don't even have to talk about this. But if you want my honest opinion, I'm going to give it to you, okay?
Yeah.
And if they're like, yes, please give me your honest opinion, I'll be like, this is dog shit. But you got to open the door for me to. I'm not just going to out the gates be an asshole about
that's
it.
Fair.
Because,
I think that's fair.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Especially in this situation, I'm like, I had no interest in hurting her feelings or being mean or anything. So I was just, and then I was trying to be as nice as possible and just be like, this is just not for me. This is not for me.
Well,
but if she was like, I need you to be honest, then I would have been like, it's fucking dog shit.
Yeah.
I don't like this, and here's exactly why.
Well, and everyone that you listed there, that she listed, are talented people.
Sure.
So it's not like, she can't perceive talent. It's just a matter of taste more than anything else.
Well, and especially when it comes to hip hop specifically.
Yeah, well, yeah.
She has no idea. She has no
of course.
point of reference. So of course she's not going to be able to pinpoint the issues. If you're trying to connect
you don't
with
see
me about
it.
hip hop, you
just don't see it. Because especially speaking to you, someone who grew up with hip hop, it's not talking on the same playing field. It's like talking about D&D with someone who's never played it before,
right?
Versus someone who grew up playing D&D.
Someone you get one pack, or you watch Critical Role or something, and you're like, well, they said this funny thing on Critical Role, and that
what do you think of that?
And then the D&D kids all right, man. I mean, I guess that was funny. That connects on some level. I'm glad we
got
have this
it.
connection.
Right.
Sick.
Yeah. I just do think it's important to not be the asshole, because that's how you get labeled a hipster, to get labeled a pretentious person. Mm-hmm. And I think the way forward is always to, maybe do some taste jujitsu.
Yeah.
And go, I see you like Lin-Manuel Miranda. How about you check out Immortal Technique.
I was that's funny, dude.
Did you know that
Yeah.
he beat up this
He
guy?
bullied him in high school.
Yeah. No, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, find what they like and introduce them to something that you like based off of their taste. And open the world to them a little bit.
I
you know?
will say yes. That's a nice way of going about this. The thing about Coworker music, though,
Yeah.
is that it is so bad
There's no entry
that
point.
it's just hard for you to
Yeah.
get, because that person is already such a. Your coworker didn't stumble on NF.
Yeah.
They didn't stumble upon Tom McDonald.
Mm-hmm.
They're fans.
Yeah.
And they're like, they want you to connect with them on that level. But it's like, okay, but if you think that NF is good, who can I recommend to you that you wouldn't just go, yeah, but it's not like NF level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's true.
So there's a disconnect there, which I think is like also part of the crux of Coworker music, which is that most of us can identify what it is. And if you are the coworker in this conversation, you can't identify why it's bad.
Sure.
And that's why you're recommending it in the first place.
Yeah. It's fair. It's fair.
But it is hilarious. It's a really funny concept. I
Yeah,
do like the
yeah.
idea of coworker music, and that there are people who make these things in earnest. Like the one like "fuck you" guy. I've been watching him for a long time, actually.
I saw a comment that was like, wait, he's not joking? Like this
He's
this
not
is
joking.
Real, this is actually real?
It's a genuine song, and the song is about he's a middle-aged metalhead who likes to curse like a sailor.
Okay.
And if that offends you, then whoop-de-doo.
It's not my fucking problem.
And it's like, you know, you would think that millennials especially would at some point evolve past the idea of being so millennial coded.
I gotta admit this. Millennials are the key ingredient to so much coworker music.
I think millennials invented it, innovated it, are the only ones who really make it.
We are the Steve Jobs of cringe.
It's
horrible.
We really, and I get that. I
Yeah,
get that.
yeah.
I understand that, especially right now with Gen Z and Gen Alpha looking, their elders are millennials.
Yes.
But millennials aren't old enough yet to be elders. Really, we're still clinging to
Yeah.
whatever youth we have left.
It was like what Gen X was to us 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
But I think that's like why that guy, for instance, would even make a song like that.
Yeah.
Is because he's such a millennial. He's like, you guys, oh my God, you guys, fuck you. And it's like, and he's thinking that the way that he structured this song is insanely clever and funny and irreverent and stuff. And it's like, well, yeah, because you have a millennial sensibility,
humor, yeah,
and
yeah.
that's why you would think.
Oh,
something
you're
like
so
that
quirky.
Was funny. Yeah.
Oh,
And
let me
it's
do
like,
right.
You never evolved past anything like that, and so I'm gonna screenshot one of those and
Please.
use that as the.
It's not my fucking problem.
Yeah, yeah. You just have to be, because what's funny is you go to his TikTok and 90% of the comments are people like making fun of him, but then there's like the last 10% of people who are like,
This slaps.
This is good. I don't know what you guys are, what the problem is.
Right.
And I saw one video of this girl in her car singing the lyrics, and she was like, in earnest, man. She was like, this is a good song. Not my fucking problem. Fuck you.
Drinks a lot of Mountain Dew.
You better believe it.
Yeah.
You better believe it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I guess all in all, listen to whatever the fuck you want to listen to.
Sure.
Have fun, but also accept the fact that you might be the coworker in this situation.
If you don't know the coworker, you just might be him.
Unless you are recommending West Side Gun. Boom, 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 boom.
I was driving with Sherry and put on some West Side Gun, and she loved the ad libs.
They're the best.
Oh, yeah.
He has the best ad libs in the game.
Boom,
Hey, yo.
boom, 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 boom.
You ever cooked a brick in an air fryer?
Air fryer.
Hey, yo.
Hey, ate it up.
No, it's the best. It's the best. He's the best. Yeah, so if you recommend West Side Gun, you're not the coworker.
No, couldn't be.
No.
Too much
All right.
class.
Last but not least,
Oh yeah.
let's get into a little bit of State of Play. Well, the OD thing was part of State of Play, right?
It was not actually.
Oh.
I don't know why. Nobody knows how this man's brilliant mind works.
Yeah.
Okay, but Hideo Kojima, before, I think it was actually yesterday, the day before the State of Play. I don't know if there's like a scheduling conflict or something, but I would assume not, because PlayStation would love to have some stuff on there.
You would think.
I mean, one thing is pretty obvious, that it's a Xbox game, technically.
Yeah.
Xbox Studios game, but whatever.
Which, that was weird.
Yeah, weird, right? I guess, he's a...
Cheating on us with Xbox?
His studio's a free agent, so they can do whatever they please. But, Kojima. Hideo Kojima, known for Metal Gear. And Death Stranding. Just decided out of the blue, it seems like, kind of in the middle of the night. I guess it was in the middle of the night in Japan, but just started posting stuff on his Instagram, as he's known to do. But this time it was a little different, because it was like the vast majority just a bunch of projects that he's been working on and his team's been working on. Kojima Productions, they showed new art for Fizzant, which is his new like spiritual successor to Metal Gear, apparently. Then there was a trailer for OD Knock, which the Knock part is new. It used to just be called OD.
Yeah.
That's going to be the new horror game. That is an Xbox Studios game, and people are saying it is going to be essentially live off the promise that PT was.
Right.
So it's going to work with what that was supposed to be, and
The kind of engine and gameplay style that they were going to use for it.
Yes. Essentially, it's going to be what PT was supposed to end up being with Silent Hills. And that is actually the project. I didn't realize this, but that's the project that he's working with Jordan Peele on.
Yeah.
So that's cool. So we got a full trailer, or I'd say a teaser trailer for that one. And then we have a early trailer for an anime that they're making in the Death Stranding universe. Currently called Death Stranding Mosquito, but that's a working title, so that may change in the future. Written by the guy who wrote the HBO show, what was it called? House of Wolves, was it? The sci-fi one?
House of Wolves.
House of Wolves or Den of Wolves, I forget.
Was it an anime as well?
No, it was a live action. It was a,
The Game of Thrones spinoff?
No. That's House of the Dragon.
Oh.
Raised by Wolves was the name of it. That was produced by Ridley Scott, with an android in it.
I have never seen this.
So it was apparently really good, but got canceled. So,
Oh.
do with that what you will. But there is some real talent, apparently, in the writer's room for that anime. So
Okay.
the power of Kojima is to get...
This was an HBO show?
It was an HBO show.
I mean, I guess they don't win every time.
No.
Looking at you, how to make it in America.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm surprised. Ridley Scott.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it looked high concept and really cool.
The thing is, though, Ridley Scott is he's good for like every other project.
Sure.
So this was the other project.
I guess it was. But either way, talent behind that project, which has me excited as well.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, today we had the first half of a 2-day Sony PlayStation State of Play.
Go get your pasta, though. No. That's definitely get your pasta right now. You gonna turn the microwave on, or you gonna use you're gonna eat it cold?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sherry, can you tell us the state of pasta?
The state of pasta.
The state of pasta is rotini.
What's the sauce?
What's the sauce?
Vodka sauce.
It's vodka sauce. Vodka sauce.
I don't need utensils, so I'm just going to use chopsticks so I don't bother you guys.
Thank you
No,
so
yeah, no,
much.
let's thank. Yeah, no.
You're certainly not bothering us right now.
No.
To be fair, I did send Adam a post-it asking for permission to get pasta.
I thought you were going to be far more discreet.
He gave me a thumbs up, so thumbs up
Well.
means no.
I don't know what country I'm from.
Yeah, exactly.
We wouldn't want a hungry baby.
No, God forbid.
Okay. Well, we also have the state of play, as I was saying, which had a smattering of new trailers and announcements. I think. Go on.
You're good. You're off camera.
You're fine. I think the.
I mean, acknowledging you really makes you on camera, no matter. You know what I'm saying? Like if we say that, if we talk like we're talking to you now, like
Yeah.
even though you're not on screen, you're on camera at this point. You know what I'm
Me to be on camera? Is that what you're saying?
saying? No.
Eat your pasta. Eat your rotini.
Sit down and relax with your vodka sauce.
But I think the biggest announcement for us, at least, is definitely that Wolverine trailer.
That was big time.
Yeah. There were a few other big ones that we didn't see the trailers for, like Neo 3.
Mm-hmm.
This game with Raul, that is from the developers of Returnal, Housemarque. Looks pretty cool, called Sorrow.
George Soros.
Yes, George Soros, the game.
George Soros, the game.
And also, I mean, for me personally, the Deus Ex remaster, the original game.
Sure.
Which was just, I mean, a big deal for me as a kid.
Instrumental.
Yes. Battlefield 6.
Yeah.
As, we did see the story trailer for that, the campaign trailer. Mm-hmm. And another one that I haven't seen the trailer for yet, but I'm very excited for, is this Zero Parades game, which is from some of the developers that did... Hold on. I'll get it.
Don't look at me.
One sec.
Yeah,
Zero Parades. They made a game that I really liked, and I'm just blanking on the name. Disco Elysium.
Oh, yeah.
They developed Disco Elysium.
Yeah.
So this is a whole different kind of game. It's a first-person kind of like RPG-esque game, which is very different from Disco Elysium. But the writing of Disco Elysium and the entire like world of it, the world building of it, was incredible. So I've been looking forward to them making a new game for a very long time. So that's another one that's high on my list.
Nice.
Yeah, but this is only the first half. Obviously, we'll see more tomorrow. We won't talk about it on the show yet, obviously, but hopefully more good things to come from that.
When you're looking at this stuff,
Yeah.
obviously there's like the properties that we're aware of, Battlefield being a big one, the Wolverine game being like a big one, but some of the stuff that like is original IP from studios that like we know.
Yeah.
Like how, because it for me it's so hard to excuse me, it's just so hard to carve out time. What the fuck are you laughing at?
Are you laughing with pasta in your mouth?
It's really hard for me to carve out time for video games, especially.
Sure.
Which is part of the reason why like I always fall back on a game like Rivals. Not only is it like an easy pick up and play kind of game,
It's right there for you.
it's right there.
Yeah.
Like you play one round and then you're like, you know what, that didn't go well. I'm gonna turn it off. And then like,
Barrier
there's no
for entry
commitment.
is very low.
Very low.
Don't have to
So-
go through like the cutscenes.
No, and you're not like committed. Like when you play a game like a first person, or not a first person, but like a narrative driven game,
Sure.
you're like committed to it at least for an hour and a half, 2 hours. When you see stuff like this, like what goes to your mind as far as like excitement level, commitment level? Do you think about that? Do you go like, okay, I'm gonna keep my eye on this, or is it if you stumble upon it again later on, do you go, oh yeah, there was that one game, I'm gonna check that one out?
So, I'll be honest with you. I'm kind of in the same place in my life as you are, where the vast majority of time I have to play and commit to a game is usually like right before I go to bed. Mm-hmm. And that gives me an hour, maybe 2, generally, not counting weekends. Mm-hmm. But, that tends to be the cap every day for me.
If he didn't have to go check out new matcha shops all the time, he'd have more time to fucking play games. His life wasn't dedicated to finding the best matcha place.
I'm so tired.
I guess I'm the bad guy.
I guess I'm the problem.
There's good guys and they're bad guys.
Yeah. Much like a video game.
Exactly.
I also don't have a ton of time to like play a lot of games. My scope has gotten a lot tighter as I've gotten older. Mm. So what I tend to do, and this is for better and worse, is when events like this happen, like State of Plays or just a random Kojima, flushing of all of his recent projects, I'll kind of put a pin in it. And I'll be like, that looks cool, that looks cool, that looks cool. Yeah. And I will kind of touch base on those. I hate that I'm using like office jargon for this. I just feel like
we'll touch base. We'll come back around.
Yeah. Put a pin in it.
We'll revisit. Revisit.
Yeah. Let's go offline for this. Mm-hmm. But that's kind of how my brain works now. Is like I will put a pin in these titles and be like, that sounds cool. That sounds cool. That sounds cool. I'm gonna wait at least until there's a longer trailer or a gameplay trailer, and that way I know what the game looks like.
I had an idea.
Yeah.
Just now.
Okay.
I'm not going to say it right now. Just remind me. Both of you. I want to talk to you about it, but just remind me. Either one of you. As soon as this is done.
What a mystery for everyone listening right now.
Well, it's fun.
Okay. All right. Basically the way I do it is I will wait for more information on a handful of games that pique my interest or specifically are part of a franchise that I already know and love. Because that's an easy entry point for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, Metal Gear? Cool. Yeah, I'm into it.
Metal Gear.
Wolverine? Yeah. I'm into
Wolverine.
it. Wolverine.
Wolverine.
Bub.
It's not Steve Bloom.
No, it's not.
It's some guy.
It sucks. I don't like that. I don't like that.
You love Steve Bloom?
It's got to be Bloom.
Really?
Yeah.
Go Bloom or go home.
Big O. My entry company.
Sherry loves Big O.
Oh.
The anime Big O.
Interesting.
Japanese Batman with mechs.
11-year-old me to know how to act.
Slut.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. My point is,
yes.
I will usually that's how I deal with the amount of games coming out. But then what I'll honestly do is, and I know this again, pros and cons, I'll wait for the reviews to come out.
Yeah.
And it is extremely rare for me now to ever pre-order a game.
Yeah.
Part of it is based on like we never know the quality of it before it comes out, and the last thing I want to do is spend $70 on an unknown quality project.
You used to be able to fucking pre-order games with confidence.
Oh yeah.
Not anymore, man.
Oh yeah.
Not anymore.
I will say, I say this, but at the same time, I realized last week that Ghost of Yote is coming out in like 2 weeks.
That is a game that I will pre-order.
I just pre-ordered it.
But that's also because it's a sequel to a game that was already established.
And
that was awesome.
I trust Sucker Punch. I trust everyone involved with the game.
Yeah.
And honestly, all the pushback of them being like, "Oh, the main character's a lib," in real life, it just made me go like, "Yeah, okay, I'm gonna support this."
Right.
Vote with your wallet.
Vote with your wallet.
But yeah, I mostly stay away from pre-orders and wait for reviews. Yeah. And if something, especially if it's something I never heard of, and they're like, "This is one of the best games of the year," I'll be like, "Okay, I'll check it out."
Yeah.
And but again, it just depends on what's on my current docket. Because I do tend to go with more of the single-player narrative experiences, and they tend to be longer games.
Yeah.
So I understand that sacrifice, but It's just the thing I like to engage with.
Yeah.
So
I haven't, it's been a long time. I used to love games like that, and then I just have to get back into it, man. I just have to like carve out some time, and honestly, just maybe slow down my pursuit of Celestial in Marvel Rivals. When you get so close,
I know.
When you get to GM, you're like, well, Celestial's right there.
Well, and I'm sure there's always the fear that if you stop playing for a month, you're going to lose step.
Exactly. And anytime I come back, it's like, all right, what's the new meta?
Yeah.
Am I wrong about something? Did I pick the wrong character? Everyone's going to be mad at me for picking somebody. They're like, dude, nobody picks that guy anymore.
Yeah.
So you just have to stay in it.
Stay plugged in. That's how they get. That's how they get you.
That is how they get you.
That's how you can tell the game is a success.
Oh,
because,
No matter how much shit people want to talk, it is dominating streams and it's keeping people engaged. And people, all they want is for like the big streamers to play like either Fortnite or fucking Rivals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
So, you can do both though. I promise you can.
I will.
It is actually, that's my preferred gaming method, is like having a big ass RPG narrative driven, solo one player game, and then having a mindless, just let's have an arcadey experience and rack up numbers kind of game on the side that I can swap between the two depending on how I feel.
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
Yeah.
So anyway, I mean, all these games look pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I'm especially excited for Kojima Productions to get that OD game out, because it did just seem like there was so much lost potential with PT.
Yeah.
And
I was
glad
just
they're
talking
doing
to
something.
a coworker about PT and how incredible it was.
It's the only reason I still have my PS3 is because
it has PT
or
on
PS4,
it.
excuse me. It has PT on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
the Wolverine thing also, we finally that game seemed like it was close to being canceled, and then they finally
they figured it out.
It does kind of feel like it's taken years for them to show us stuff that they probably already had on deck.
Yeah.
That none of that gameplay, although it looks sick as fuck, like none of it looks like, whoa, something I've never seen before.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That one kind of threw me as like, bro, just put the fucking game out. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
Just put the game out. Like I don't need it to be The Last of Us.
And most games don't need to be The Last of Us.
And most games aren't.
Yeah. Most games shouldn't try to be The Last of Us.
Because you'll fail.
Yeah.
You won't be as good.
I mean, some would say Last of Us failed with
well, the second one,
part 2. Yeah,
maybe,
people.
I disagree.
Some people didn't
I'm
like.
not
I
one of
disagree
those people,
completely.
but
I disagree completely. But
Yeah.
I do understand why some people say it's.
but
not
the
as good as
first one's a
one.
perfect game
It
across
is.
the board.
Yeah, agreed.
And you're not the Wolverine game from Insomniac is not going to be The Last of Us. So just put the fucking game out, bro.
No, make it
Put
fun.
the fries in the bag, brother. Put the fries in the bag.
It looks great.
Know what I'm saying?
I can't wait.
Does look good.
I can't wait.
All right. Did you brought up Ghost of Yotsu? Do you want to get more into it, or did you?
No,
did you have something to say
no.
about it?
I wanted to confirm that it was a Sucker Punch game, and it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't want to get off this pod and go, God damn it, you're so stupid. But no, yeah, it's a Sucker Punch game.
Okay.
Just like Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima. All right. Well, now that we've had that established, what? Is that not how you say it?
Tsushima.
Was it? I was saying it exactly how it's pronounced.
Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh, yeah.
That was like perfect pronunciation.
I thought you were doing Randy Savage.
Ooh, Ghost of Sushi. Ghost of Sushi. I love having sushi. I love it. I love talking about ghosts. I'm a big ghost hunter fan. It's a great show. They never find a ghost. But I love it anyway, because the hosts are very charming. Perfect ghost hunters, yeah. It's about the hunt, not the ghost. Got devices, good devices. I've never seen them. Never want to see them. I never want them in my home. Yeah. They'll follow you home, yeah. They'll follow you home, yeah. They'll ride your back, yeah. Like that one movie. What's that one movie?
What is that one movie?
What?
Where
Ghosts ride on your back?
No. That was like the reveal of the movie. No.
Yes,
no.
it's Disney's Haunted Mansion.
No, it was like The Ring, but it wasn't The Ring. The other one, the one
The
that was-
Grudge?
The Grudge.
Yeah.
The bit was that the ghost was like on his back the whole time. Like
Yeah.
he was complaining about back pain and shit.
Yeah.
And then they look back at all the
Because
pictures.
you're carrying a kid.
Yeah, and he was like riding him the whole time.
Yeah, that's great.
Anyway,
Spoilers.
yeah. Sorry, that was the big reveal of the 20-year-old movie, The Grudge.
Grudge.
All right, let's get into the cheers of the week.
Okie dokie.
So you guys know what time it is. We're here. It's the cheers of the week. So Obi, you want to start us off?
I would love to. My cheers of the week goes to the New York Yankees.
the Yankees.
They clinched it. We're so back, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't have much to say because I don't think we're very good this year. But
You clinched the playoffs, though, so that's fun.
clinched the playoffs.
I think the Braves won like 70 games this year,
Sorry.
so that's cool.
Yeah. Well, we still don't have any pitching, so
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah.
It'll still be agony to watch. Not to mention the Jets, but we don't
Oh, man.
don't want to go there.
Oh, God. The Jets.
Let me tell you real quick. The last game that we watched, who were they playing? Who are they playing on Sunday?
49ers.
The Niners. They're playing the Niners. Is that right?
Yeah.
Can I trust you?
Yes.
Or do you just say that?
No, I said, look how cute their uniforms are. They're orange.
Okay.
He said, yeah, it's vintage.
Okay.
That's how I remember.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you sure that wasn't the Bucks?
That's what I'm...
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the Bucks.
It was the Bucks.
It was the Bucks.
It was the.
They were playing the Bucks.
It was.
Yeah.
It was the retro creamsicle.
Yes, that's right.
Bucks
because,
uniforms.
Yes, because Todd Bowles. Yeah. It
Yeah.
was the Bucks.
Yeah.
It was the Bucks. It wasn't. No, you were wrong.
You were very wrong.
You were like you couldn't be
You
wrong.
were very.
Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something
It was-
told me I shouldn't
it
trust
was the
you.
Bucks.
Yeah. No, it was the Bucks. But
She didn't have a fantasy team. You know why would you trust her?
yeah, I don't know. Never will.
Just seeing Jalen Hurst on fantasy.
Jalen
What?
Hurst. Jalen Hurst.
Jalen Hurst.
Who was that?
That's enough out of you.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
But the Yankees.
No, I was gonna say the story real quick.
Oh, about the Jets.
Yes, on Sunday.
Okay.
I started watching the game at home, the Bucks Jets game,
Yeah.
and they were losing, as is custom. I got to my parents' house and they had it on, of course, as well, and Jets tie the game, and my mom goes, "Yeah," and I go, "Not so fast." They get the kick. All right, Jets are up. 1 minute, 25 seconds left, maybe. And she goes, "Oh, you just gotta believe.
You just gotta believe.
It's fine. It's gonna be." I said, "No, there's too much time on the clock. They're gonna find a way to mess it up."
And boy, did they.
And lo and behold,
In historic fashion.
Jets lost that game.
Uh-huh.
So I just want to say, like, as a fan of New York sports in general, the vast majority of them, it's been hard. It's been hard for a long time.
Yeah.
I know the Yanks are known as the evil empire because of how much they've won, how much money they have at their disposal, but it's been for naught. It's been for naught. So kind of sucks, man. But that just means you gotta celebrate the little wins.
Mm-hmm.
The little wins.
There you go.
There you go.
All right. My cheers is going to J Electronica. It's a cheers and it's a kind of waiting cheers as well.
An anticipatory.
It's an
cheers.
anticipatory cheers, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like, where are you going with this? What's
What are you
happening right now?
doing?
Yeah. So J Electronica, for anybody kind of tapped in, had the potential to be one of the biggest names in hip hop.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't go so far as to say spoiled that, but definitely made decisions that made it so that he just wasn't the guy that he didn't live up to his potential. Let's just put it that way. But he has in the last couple of years it kind of seems like he's hit a point where he's like, fuck it.
Yeah.
So he finally put out his debut album with it was kind of like an Only Built for Cuban Links thing where Jay-Z was on every other track,
Yeah.
a written testimony. And then this last week, Jesus Christ, these babies are 8%.
Yeah.
This last week, he's put out 4 albums. So he finally released Act 2, which was a long rumored album that was supposed to have come out like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Then he put out Leaflets.
Was the content of it like 15 years old? Or
Oh,
was it?
old as shit.
Okay.
Old as dirt.
Okay.
Yeah. It was stuff that I already had on my computer from leaks from years.
He was just sitting on it the entire time.
Yeah. So this album finally comes out. So actually what happened was all these songs mostly had seen the light of day. Some of them hadn't. And then he finally put out Act 2 like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
He posted it on his Instagram or his Twitter, and I was like, holy shit, downloaded it right away. Now, this past week, he's finally released it on streaming services. So it's that album.
Yeah.
Then Leaflets, which is apparently like more stuff that it's been around for a little while, but he finally like put it out.
Like his lost tapes.
Sort of.
Yeah.
All of this stuff is apparently like his lost tapes. He makes reference to handing in 19 albums to Rock Nation.
Wow.
So there's no telling what's about to happen.
Yeah.
And the thing with Jay Electronica is this. Bar for bar, one of my favorite rappers, one of my favorite like newer rappers, if you can even call him a newer rapper at this point.
Yeah.
But it's only because he has literally one official album.
Yeah.
And that's a written testimony.
Right.
But there's a lot of baggage that goes into being a Jay Electronica fan.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that you're like, what's your opinion on Jewish people?
He's a confounding man.
He's a very confounding man.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I give this cheers to him with an asterisk.
Sure.
Because it is so much fun to just be just keeping up with like all of these new releases and listening to them. But then there's a song on one of his albums where it's like shout out to Candace Owens, and you're like, what's going on, man? What are you trying to do here? So it's a cheers with an asterisk to Jay Electronica.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know, if
that's fair.
more information comes to light and it's like, actually this guy fucking sucks. I'm like,
Oh,
well, you
you're
know what?
pulling a Kanye.
I didn't fully commit to it. I didn't fully commit.
So much for your all-in strategy.
Nah, yeah. All right. One more thing.
One more thing.
And that is to put a pause because I have to pee.
Oh, you got so close.
I know.
So close.
All we have to do is review these beers, but I think I'm gonna piss myself.
All right. All right.
Like, I can feel the pressure on my bladder.
Yeah, that always sucks. I usually end up that way in a movie theater. No, I'm going to let him cut this out because...
You're gonna let him cut it out?
Yeah, I don't have anything to say right now.
Okay, if you're gonna have him cut it out, I'll just do whatever I want. 'Cause I'm your lady.
Wow, listen to that vibrato.
Okay, let's review these brewskis. Man, we're gonna see what was left for me, and then we'll see what I leave and what I don't.
Okay.
Of whatever happened while I was in the bathroom.
Oh, I thought you said we'll see what poop I have left.
No, well, that's true. That I'm definitely gonna poop again before I leave.
Yeah.
But okay. It was the Fat Orange Cat-O-Lantern.
Yes.
An Imperial Brown Ale. Obi, what'd you think?
I gotta be honest.
Gotta be honest.
I thought this was gonna be a pumpkin beer, based on the branding.
Yeah.
A lot in the way that traditionally the Jolly Pumpkin Brewing Company, people would be like, "Is that a pumpkin beer?"
I'm sure it's a it's an everyday fight for them.
Yeah. Are they still around?
Mhm.
I haven't seen them in a long time.
Yeah.
It's good to know.
I think it's harder and harder to like import stuff, even like state to state.
Yeah. Well, that being said, I did enjoy this brown ale.
Brown.
Imperial brown ale.
I'll give you a brown ale.
Oh, you just gave a brown ale. I liked it. I liked it a good amount. Not my favorite style of beer. I think these lean a little too malty for me. I like more of the hops. I'm a bitter boy. But that being said, I'm going to give it a solid 4.5. I think it tastes like the fall. It tastes like Halloween spooky season. This would pair well with a candy. So yeah, I think it works. It's 4.5 for me. A little overly sweet for my own palate, but I think if you really enjoy a brown ale or things leaning into that ale side of things, you're gonna get a kick out of this guy.
Yeah. I think if you're getting an Imperial brown ale and you're not tricked by the branding like we were, because I agree, I thought it was going to be a pumpkin beer.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. It was literally just an Imperial brown ale.
Yeah.
I think that simply it is a good Imperial brown ale.
Yeah.
So I'm also going to give it a 4.5.
Yeah.
I think there's no frills, nothing too special about it, but nothing crazy.
Yeah.
It's not. It's right there where it's like
Straight
it's
up the middle.
exactly what you want it to be.
Yeah.
An Imperial brown ale.
A strong brown ale.
I think obviously like it's a little sweeter because you're trying to raise that ABV.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like if you're somebody who doesn't want a brown ale to be as sweet, you might want to avoid an Imperial.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But this one in particular because it is on the sweeter side.
Yeah.
But as it goes, it is just an Imperial brown ale. So.
Agreed. Cool art though. I like it.
Unanimous. It is cool art.
Yeah.
You think we got it?
I know we got it.
Well, if Obi says we got it, then this episode is over. This has been the One Beer In podcast for myself, Marco Dupo, for Adam Obesius Rodriguez.
Yeah, buddy.
Thank you guys for listening. Drink delicious beer. Have yourself a beautiful evening.
We love you.
How do you do that?
Love